So I'm recording this on the way to work, the morning of the 7th, March 7th, 2022, and this week marks the last week that I will be working for someone on the clock. As far as working a 9 to 5, I'm going full-time as a creative. I do videography for my company, Junior Carrot Productions. It is a creative team with me and my wife, and we're based in Atlanta. And we're going full-time. And I put in my notice 2 weeks ago, well, a week ago, and this week is my last week. And at work, they are having me train this new guy as basically my replacement. And I am to do the knowledge transfer throughout this week and get him ready to go, basically. Last thing my wife says to me before I sleep is that you actually don't have to do anything. When you go to work, you don't have to do that much. You don't have to spend as much time getting him ready as you may think, because they still can't afford you, and it's not my responsibility to get this guy trained up. Like, if they want someone trained, they should pay someone to train him and or train them, and that's not my responsibility, and it's not my job. And I agree, but it's easier said than done. So this week I want to record this week, because the week is going to be a big week for us. We're at a point now where we've replaced my income with our clients, and we're able to work with them recurrently, like on a subscription basis, like month to month, and we give them content and such. And so, because we've been able to do that over the last 7 months, we have the last month or so, because we hired a coach, and 6-week program, learned a lot, basically revamped their entire business from head to toe, like top to bottom, T to B, as they might say, top to bottom. And just really got us in a place where we were actually making money consistently. And now that I'm making enough to cover my meager salary at Fox Brothers, it is time for me to go. And Nisa has to wait for someone's beeping the horn, and it's just like, there's a bus, you losers. What is school bus? That's the reason why everyone stopped. So it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. Let's see. How much can I go into detail about these clients? We'll just keep it vague. No specifics. So our first client is a product-based company, and they're out of state. And that was the first client we got to do our new plan of recurring. And even though she said she knew that on the first creative call after she paid, she realized that she's only going to do stuff for like 2 months. And we're assuming that she does not invest in her business as much as we think we should, or a person that we want to work with is. And it's upsetting, because we were very clear about the month-to-month basis, on an ongoing basis. So, but you're allowed to leave when you want to, but 2 months is not really working with us. That's basically like a gig, and we don't do gigs anymore. So then our second client is another product-based business, and they're in state, and they split the money up, payment up weird, but basically still like we get paid once a week instead of like once a month, but it adds up over time, like to the amount we need. And sometimes she has missed payment, so that's fine. It's a little weird, but we start getting paid, so I'm not really. It's nice to still get paid every week. I mean, a little money every week. So, and then other client we got through our mentors, like circle, and basically we're not going to handle the editing for this. We're going to do like video video and photo just recording, and then they're going to handle the editing. So basically, have a unique opportunity, unique in New York, a unique opportunity to direct a team to get the video that I want or that we want. So as I'm going through this week thinking about process to use, I can think about the filming I have to do for this video, this food video. It's like a barbecue chef guy, and we are doing like an episodic thing where we're talking to him. We're making products, like we're doing like a bunch of ribs series. Let's go, come on guys. And that's really fun. So because I've always done the video and the editing, the whole process of every project I've worked on, now I can kind of go I can go outside of my own skills and put into action this idea you talk about in the 10 distinctions between the millionaires and the middle class. This idea that like a lot of people have this belief that no one can do what they can do better than them. Like no one can run their business better than them. No one can like parent better than them. No one can do whatever they do better than them. And it's completely outrageous because there's always somebody better. There's always like a new generation of somebody to come down and it's like spend more time doing that, because if you spent like 10 years of your 30 years on this earth doing one thing, you're imagining that you're a master. But imagine if someone like spent 10 years of their 15-year life doing a thing, you know what I mean? It's like they have a different understanding with that, and it would be effortlessly, it would kind of flow out them, versus you being isolated or a couple people specialized. Is like kind of everybody's using the internet now, everyone using this software now because all your friends use Photoshop, so it's nothing for you to use Photoshop real quick and do some shit, versus someone who got paid to do it. They did it for fun in their off time to make memes or whatever. So now we're at a place where like we're getting paid to just do recording, and someone else is gonna be handling the editing, so I can kind of tweak up the video production a little weird. I can tweak it up a little bit. I can go a little bit harder because someone else is gonna do the editing. I just have to make sure I get all the shots. So I just have to think more like high level. So it'd be really interesting to start thinking of a person from like this, because eventually the goal is to not be editing just to be getting all the video itself, or not editing everything, editing just what you want to edit. Anyway, I'm at work here. I'm gonna start this fuck shit and train. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm training this guy at work, and I'm ready to go. I'm glad to smell last week. It's just over for you. I hate it here. Ugh. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. So the saga continues. It's now, I was starting my day at 8, and this new guy was supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, and it's now 8:07, and I'm waiting around for this new guy to come in. It's kind of wild, man. It's I'm gonna give him to 8:15. I'm just gonna get started without him and let Max know, because it's fucking funny. Yeah, so here I am doing transfer. The new guy never showed up. He no call, no show. That's crazy, man. It's just, that's a lot of time to put in application, interview, calls, and all this stuff to not show up on the first day of work, or to not. I don't know. I don't get that. And what my wife said last night about not taking it stuff, not working too hard this week and not letting him take too much from me, they kind of left the window open for that, because he wasn't even here. So now I'm like, I don't have to like train nobody, so I can just do my shit and get the fuck on like I want to do. And I had other stuff to do. Like I have a call I missed out today because I was working. It's the second call we have in a little bit that I'm probably not going to be able to get on because of work too. And this kind of want to talk about this concept of why it's so fulfilling to be an entrepreneur, to do something that is aligned with your passion and your goals, and something that you're really proud of, you know. And not that everybody has to be entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Maybe they should be. I think everyone should have a side business at least while this capitalist system is the way that it is, and as such that we're hiring other people to do stuff at a certain price. And if you're not a business owner, if you don't have certain knowledge, then you'll be constantly taken advantage of, and always trying to figure out why you're trying to play catch up. It's because you're playing the wrong game. You brought your Monopoly pieces and rules to the Sorry game, or you brought your checkers to the chess game, and it's like you got to learn to play the game, and it's part of that. And it's very vague, I know, but so basically, since I've been deciding more and more to leave, and now leaning more towards getting out of this place and changing my mindset for working my new career and my life's going to be that I'm not as time stressed, being somewhere and having okay, here's my example. So typically on the weekends, it's usually I'm trying to recover from the week, and I'm kind of I just want to go sit down and can we do stuff? Really, I want to plan what I'm going to do tomorrow, the day before, and I don't necessarily handle well with it's noon and we're sitting around and then let's go do a thing today, and I'm well, I didn't really plan on energy for that. And that's and with my wife being that extrovert, that person who needs to be kind of out and about and doing a thing, even if we're not necessarily with people, just out doing a thing. And with the pandemic, keeping that from her, it benefits me, it behooves me to be able to be with her in those moments and be excited in those moments when she wants to go out and do something, and a little spontaneously. She's never doing anything that's unreasonable. So recently I've been just doing a lot more yes to what she asks and how she moves. Who the fuck is parking here, man? But I've been having an easier time of saying yes to things. Yes to myself, yes to people I care about, yes to my wife. And it really worked out this weekend. We had, Friday, we had people over. I'm going to have Elton over, just me and him hanging out. And then, I think the day before, Anissa was going to do something before and get her nails done. And turned out that she was going to hang out with her friend, and then another friend got involved. And basically, they became a ladies' night. And they wanted to host at our place, but she was worried about kind of being in my space and whatnot. And, I probably could have had the house, the space to myself or something like that. But at least me and the homie Elton, I've known him for over a decade now. I have an office. I have an office that we can just hang out in there, and it's gonna be three of y'all and y'all talking. It's so they just came over. She brought pizza. Everybody had 3 pizzas. The ladies came over. They brought 5 bottles of wine between the 5 of them, and it was a nice, cool. It was like a party basically. It was me and Elton hanging out, shooting the shit, and it was them hanging out, shooting the shit. And they spent halftime in the kitchen around the island, and then the halftime in the living room. And then it was just nice to kind of hang out with people on that day and see them. And my favorite part about it was the fact that everyone enjoyed the music I was playing, and I'm not really used to people enjoying my music like that. And so I have music playing, and it kind of created some privacy because me and Elton can talk about what we want to talk about, and they can talk about what they want to talk about and catch up, and not necessarily worry about someone else who's not in conversation, hearing everything they're saying. Not that they're saying anything scandalous or anything that's no one else can hear, but it's nice to have that privacy. And people enjoyed the music. I came to the kitchen to grab some beer, and they were dancing, so I was that's really good. And so and then we're feeling that. And then Saturday we got a call at 2 that we picked up on that morning, and then we had to go to the farmer's market. So we took time doing that, getting ready, and we took a call in the parking lot. And Issa was basically felt like she didn't do enough in the call because it was kind of over quickly. Maybe we felt like we were rushing. So it was that, and after that we went to basically, what did we do? Yeah, she wanted to go to coffee shop. She wanted to go to coffee shop, and I was like, yeah, let's go to coffee shop. So we handled the call, got groceries, went to the coffee shop, did some work. You know what I mean? That was cute. One of the people I pitched in got a call today, and it went well. We might sign with them. And then after that, we were at PCM already, and we went inside PCM and then walked around looking for stuff. And it was like busy on Saturday night, and all the lines it was like ghetto. It's just like I hate waiting in lines like that. Like I haven't waited in line like that in a long time. Like we go to concerts, we get the fast lane or the VIP. I don't wait in lines anymore. I make too much money. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait in lines like that already. And then that's what we do. We find this place called Atrium, relatively new restaurant. Amazing. It's cute in there and had great cocktails. Like not a lot of people have cocktails that are like peppery and have those spice like that. It was like absinthe and ginger and pepper and like rum. I was like, what was it rum? Was it bourbon the first one I had? Something brown. Steak was delicious. Steak frite, delicious. I had a salad, Honeycrisp apple salad with the mastic apples. Great, you know what I mean? Like, I had a good time just being cute with my wife, and I had my red shorts on. I had my thighs out. I know she likes to see my thighs out, so I was trying to like dress to be cute for her. I'm trying to like. I like when she gives me those eyes and everything. We'll talk about that. This is a different kind, but I like that she's hot for me, and I like to dress that way. So we kind of did that, and it was just a cute time. And that's me saying yes to what feels good and what feels right, and what I want to do, and yes to what she wants to do, and what makes her feel good. And then Sunday was kind of the same thing. We went to the movies with a friend to go see the new Batman. Amazing, did a video about that, and she went to hang out with her friend beforehand, and I got chill out. It was just, I love being married to that woman, and I'm really excited about this week. And she's about to handle another call, and this week is just such an amazing week, and I'm glad that I get to share it with y'all. Next time, peace. Okay, so wrapping up on the first day of the last week of the rest of my life. Sitting at the table with Nisa, and what are we doing? We just wrapped on meal prep and 2 shoots real quick for our own content, and I'm finishing up my vlog for the day and just going through stuff, and I'm consistently losing it to the computer on chess. And we did like 2 wine shoots today, really interesting. We went a little differently than our normal kind of. It wasn't necessarily colorful, it was more warm and more, we lit by candlelight, which we've never done before, which I've always been curious about, and it turned out really well. Old boy from earlier also never showed up. The new guy never showed up too. That's really funny. So my week will probably be a lot more chill than I thought it would be. Shout out to my wife whispering to my ear as I go to sleep. I think tomorrow I'm gonna bring my headphones tomorrow. I think tomorrow's gonna be a regular day. No calls tomorrow. All the calls today went good. The call with Adrian went good. She's all hyped now. We got her hyped up. The call with not Robert, what's his name? Shahid for Big Don's. That was a good one too. I wasn't able to be on either one of those calls, but my wonderful, smart, and talented, and very capable business partner and life partner needs to handle those calls with flying colors. It's just amazing, man. So, that's what's going on today. We're just finishing up. We got some Lambrusco. That's a sparkling red wine. I can barely see the sparkle. I get it. It's fizzy. It's definitely carbonated, but.
You didn't see it topple over in the bottle.
Say hey, babe. Okay, that's really it. I mean, I'm trying to figure out this game in chess. It's hard. It's like whatever I'm trying to do, it's like I have to be more subtle. I think I have to be more sneaky. But yeah, see you tomorrow.